Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 14th of May. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director of Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Service Stream, Magellan Financial, Bank of Queensland, Aurora and Praemium. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you've signed up to our free newsletter. If you enjoy these videos, would love you to share them on social media and also leave us a review on Facebook or Google. If you need extra help in terms of portfolio management, please let us know. And finally, any advice here, of course, is general only. So starting off with Service Stream, this is a daily chart. So we've got the double low here in March, which is a good sign. A rally off that, resistance near $2. Then it broke through that a couple of weeks ago, and so far it seems to be trading well. So sort of broke through $2, it's come back. That area should now be a level of support, so be interesting to see what it does here over the next few days. The other thing I've noticed is if we get our fib tool and just measure this last move down, it seems to be obeying the Fibonacci levels pretty well. So in terms of the 38.2% retracement, that was resistance, ran to the 50, it's come back to the 38. So in other words, if it finds support here and rallies, I'd expect the next resistance level to come in up here, which is near $2.35 and is also I guess close to the low points from November, December. So $2.35 would be the target. Okay, Magellan. So look, this is one of our recommendations back at the end of March, near $40 in the Dynamic Investor Report. So we've bought this for a number of our clients. It's done really well. Nice bounce off the lows. Then we had consolidation here, where we expected there to be resistance because of all this choppy price action, and there was. But it consolidated there quite nicely, and then it broke higher a few days ago. So it'd be nice to see it hold this breakout area because it's been trading really well despite the rest of the market being stuck in this range. It's been trading really well by breaking higher here. Ideally, it needs to hold the breakout area. If it pulls back, basically we'd be targeting this prior low near $45. That has to be the, I guess, the last level of support for it. Bank of Queensland. This is the daily chart. So obviously it's been a very poor performer. We can see that from the March lows, it hasn't rallied like some other stocks. It's just continued to struggle. In April, it even broke that March low, and again, we're trading under that March low. So the only decent day it had was here at the end of April, but then straight away the sellers stepped in and it's back to those lows. So it's clearly one of the weakest stocks out there. So there's no signs yet that this one needs to be bought. Aurora. So I'll zoom back out, daily chart. Like everything else, bounced off the March low, but it hasn't really sort of kicked on like a lot of the other leading stocks like the Magellan, like Magellan that we just looked at, or even in its own sector, Amcor is trading all the way back up here, whereas Aurora is still struggling. So we've still got these lower highs, but we do seem to have support here near $2.40. So I think at the moment it's just one to keep an eye on. I'd rather be on the sidelines till I can see a clear break in either direction. And finally, Praemium. This one's actually been trading really well. Very nice price action so far. Steady progress off the lows. So we've had this sort of rally up, and then we've had a nice sort of fairly flat consolidation here, broke higher, it's come back to retest it and bounced. At the moment it hasn't made a new higher high, so I think it's just consolidating in this range here. But at the end of the day, nothing wrong with the way it's trading. So for the moment it should consolidate, but overall the price action since March is looking pretty good. Okay, well that's it for this week. If you have a request, email it through and I'll try to include your stock for you.